Hey everybody, welcome back to the Snorlax Den. As you can see, I'm not in my usual spot this week because I'm actually out and about traveling, but still wanted to bring you some content based on what I'm currently seeing in the market. And particularly, I want to talk a little bit about is it a good time to buy Pokemon cards? And I'd actually encourage you to wait just a little bit. But as with everything, there are some caveats with that. So if we take a look just at Scarlet and Violet, back in March of this year, March 31st actually, Scarlet and Violet base set released. So Paldea Evolved launches June 9th of this year, which is when I started collecting Pokemon cards. And at that time, we're already starting to hear some about Pokemon 151, the Japanese version. We're seeing card artwork. It hasn't released quite yet, but people start to get excited. That releases, people go a little bit nuts with the Japanese cards. Everyone's anxiously anticipating the English version. Pre-orders go up, everyone throws their pre-orders in. No one has heard really anything about Obsidian Flames yet. We start to get some trickle of information, but not that much before it launches. And it really just launched 2 weeks ago. It feels like a lot longer because people started getting cards early. They started busting them open, cracking packs open. So we got a view of what that product looked like, but it only launched in stores officially 2 weeks ago. And just 4 weeks from now, Scarlet and Violet 151 releases, and pretty much everyone, including myself, has pre-orders for that. And less than 2 months after that, Paradox Rift is going to launch. That's 3 sets in the second half of the year, and a 4th set started in June. So in the last less than 2/3 of the year, we've had 4 of the 5 full sets that will release into stores. There's a lot of material that's out there. And if you go and you look on store shelves, particularly big box stores, that carry a lot of it. I'm not talking a Best Buy who gets a little bit here and there. I'm talking about Targets who tend to have a lot of this stocked. In general, their stores are about to be bursting at the seams. And 151 hasn't come out. Neither has Paradox Rift. You go look on their shelves, there is a ton of ETBs for Obsidian Flames. There's a lot of ETBs for Paldea Evolved. And then there's some Sword and Shield era ETBs that are sitting on the shelves as well. They've got booster packs, they've got blister packs, collection boxes, collection tins. Just about everything is on the shelves now, and it is totally full. So I really think that right now is not the time to buy into the current generation of product unless, again, here's the caveat, unless you can really find a booster box that's under $100. Ideally, you're probably shooting more for 90. And I'm saying this if you want to invest in the product. If you're looking to buy it and hold on to it, those are the price targets that you really want to get, because that's the sub $3 per pack level. If you want to go after ETBs, you're probably looking in the $28 to $32 range. Both of those prices for the ETBs and the booster boxes, that's pretty much as low as most of these stores are going to be able to go. They're hitting kind of rock bottom just to be able to clear that stuff out. And I think they're going to need to do it around Black Friday, because that last set, when Paradox Rift launches, they're not going to have any space to put it. Either that, or those distributors are going to go to the stores, they're going to pull product off the shelves, hold it, in order to fit Paradox Rift out there, but they've got to clear the material out before the end of the year. They're going to need to turn that cash over, because who knows what Pokemon has in store for next year. Now, if we're talking about investing in generations prior to Scarlet and Violet, those are the ones that are starting to tick back up again, particularly the older sets. Obviously, Crown Zenith has not gotten there yet, but we're seeing anything that's prior to that is starting to increase in price. So if you're out and you can find a really good deal on it, and again, you want to look at your per pack price. That's kind of when you want to dial it down to. You want to see what the market's paying. So going to TCG Player is a great option to see what the market price for booster boxes, individual packs are. Do your research so that when you find a good deal, you're able to capitalize on it. That's what I always try to do I want to look at multiple sites. I want to look at multiple different places in order to really maximize my investment in this. And I say investment, at this point, I'm not buying a lot of product and holding on to it. I've bought some ETBs just to have. I like to display them. It's kind of a nice backdrop for opening the cards up. And yeah, eventually it'll increase in price, or it may be something that I can utilize in the future for one of my videos, once those have increased in value. But ultimately, your booster box is going to be your best return overall, because it doesn't have any ancillary material in it. It's not like the collection boxes that have a giant card and a couple of promos and a whole bunch of packaging that you're paying for, but you don't need. It really is just what everyone wants, a big box of packs. And that's why it does so well and increases in value so much, because if you can get it at a low price, when that thing doubles or more potentially, you can tend to make a little bit more money on. So that's kind of what I'm recommending. I don't have money to invest in a ton of booster boxes, which is why I've just been slowly buying ETBs that I'm finding in the low 30s. Not a lot for investment. I'm not stocking up on ETBs to hold on to them, but really just kind of buying one of each of the sets that I see, again, part for the backdrop, and to see if it increases in value over time. That's kind of how I would encourage approaching the market in that. Or if you find a good deal for something between now and Black Friday of something that you want to open, go for it. But don't get upset if that product is 10-20% less come Black Friday. I really do expect that there is going to be a clearance of Pokemon cards before the end of the year. There's way too much material out there. Pokemon continues to do reprint of older sets. So Crown Zenith ETBs are going to be getting a reprint. Those I would pick up just because there is no booster box that's available for Crown Zenith. It's all the ancillary products, ETBs, collection boxes, all those things. So if you do see that, I would probably go ahead and pick up a couple. If I can find one that's at a good price, I might pick a couple up, one to open, one to save. So I think that's certainly worthwhile, and kind of how I would look at it, and just what I've seen in my investing. Also, the research that I've done, watching other people doing Pokemon videos that have a lot of knowledge in the industry, those who are running their own LGS or have just been in it long enough to kind of see how these cycles go. So that's kind of what I've got wrapped up for you today. In addition, I do have a few packs to open, so I'm traveling actually out of the country, and went out and grabbed some packs in the local language, which in this case is German, since I can get the English packs at home anytime that I want. So I thought I'd open some of those, and for me, this is just opening for fun. I'm not trying to make a profit on it. I really just enjoy the hobby and being able to collect it and see what's out there, and I'm excited to see some of the cards in German. So all right, let's open some packs. Okay, so I went to an LGS here where I'm at and got some cards in German. So what we have here is, pretty sure that's Chilling Rain, that's Scarlet and Violet base set, Obsidian Flames, and then I did get this free Play Pokemon prize pack, which I don't even know what's in here, so I'm excited to open that and see what's in there. And then I got the Crown Zenith Articuno tin. All right, so let's get going. Let's start with Obsidian Flames. So I've opened quite a few packs of Obsidian Flames, but have not pulled any Charizards yet. And you notice the code card is a difference. You got a red code card, and that's all in German as well. So you'll see the code card's red. So I assume that this is all the same. So Drillbur's Rotomurf, Petsniff, Spoink is still Spoink, look at that. Zaplardin instead of Tynamo, Flamingo instead of Flamigo. We've got the Bronzong, which that's not changed either. Siberio instead of Beartic. Fruberl. Gladiantry, and Oh, we pulled the Vespiquen, which is Hornweisel. So that's pretty cool. And then we've got our basic energy as well. So the Vespiquen EX, not a card that I've pulled in English, so that's pretty cool. All right, let's go with Scarlet and Violet base set next. And we'll save the tin for last. So let's see what we've got here. Not sure what happens to the code cards if you use that. Most likely you'll end up with German cards in your online account. So Floette's not changed. Almost pretty close. Antolini instead of Smoliv. Picnic Orb. Picnic Basket. Edibomb. Hypno, that one doesn't change either. Traumato. And we got the Gardevoir, or the Guardivore EX. That is awesome. So that's pretty cool that we were able to pull that hit in German. That's a super nice card too. And I think this is one of the more valuable cards in English, so it's pretty cool that we were able to get that in German. And then we've got the Professor and another basic energy. All right, what's Chilling Rain got for us? So Formeo, Cloppopus, Golbit. You can see not all of these are different. Some of them are the same. Lediba's the same. Formeo for the cast form. And the breastplate. And Eurasia, the energy. And then, yeah, so that's pretty awesome. That's pretty fun. Let's check out the prize pack. Again, I have no idea what's in here. These are in English, so Sharon's Care, Puny. We did get the Galarian Moltres in there as well. Oh, the Shiny Energy, that's awesome. I have not gotten one of these yet with the yellow border, so that's pretty cool. And Torterra Hollow and regular Psychic Energy. Unfortunately, centering's off a little bit, left to right, and maybe a little bit top to bottom, and with the Play Pokemon logo on the bottom. I'm not sure if that does anything either. Centering in the back, but it's pretty cool. Can't complain with that. All right, let's open this up and see what we got. Got a handy tin to take all this back. So the Galarian Articuno promo card. And then 4 packs of Crown Zenith. Crown Zenith is not a set that I've really gone after. It just, I think because it was kind of one of the last sets, or shortly before I got into Pokemon card collecting. Oh, the Melanie. That's one of the trainers that I collect. So that's super awesome that I pulled that. That's one of the cards that I want to get out of Crown Zenith in English. So I'm super happy with that. That is so cool. The Galarian Gallery Melanie. And she's just Mel in German. That's awesome. And we got the Zacian V-Star as well. Holy cow, this is awesome. The German packs are not letting us down today. All right, let's see what else we can pull from Crown Zenith. Let's see. See if the pack trick makes it even. See, giraffe rig, not any different. It's kind of fun though, opening these up in another language. Just kind of seeing how they were named. Kind of in a more local, the Galarian Mr. Mime there. That's pretty cool. Pantomos, Pantomime, makes sense as well. Sonkern. Smogon, yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, the hollowing on these is pretty neat. And Luxtra instead of Luxray. So that's, yeah, the hollow on that's pretty good. I love it. Really enjoying this. Especially since when you buy the Japanese cards, really hard to read the Japanese. At least we can, in most of the other languages, we can kind of sound them out. And some of them do make sense. I don't know what Jurab would mean though. Riolu, Tangela, and Tauros there. So that ends up that pack. All right, last pack of German Crown Zenith, which is Zenith der Könige. Let's just do the card trick for fun, see if that nets us anything this time. There. Schmethammer, Zonderbonbon, Stolrock, Cyclor, Emolga, no different there, Mangunyor, Kikugi, Ovi, oh, the Luminion, so that one didn't change either. Another Galarian Gallery. That artwork is pretty awesome. Kind of just sitting in there in the coral cave. That is pretty cool. And Professor as well. A double banger for the last pack. So last pack magic today. So we also pulled the Professor. We got some decent stuff today. So we got the Hollow Energy from the Play Pack, the Zacian V-Star, the Melanie, Luminion, Professor, and I can't remember if we pulled anything. Oh, that's right. We also got the Gardevoir EX. So this was pretty fun. Set of packs to open up. You know, maybe I'll just try and get some packs if I travel to a foreign country and whatever the language is, and just start a binder for some of those cards, some of the hits that I really like. Anyway, thanks for joining me today. Really appreciate it, and be good to yourself and be good to others.